Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle book review of Destroy a Duck Graphite Edition by Jack Kirby and Steve Gerber. It says here, the mission of vengeance reproduced from Kirby's pure pencil art. Now there's 146 pages, and the reason I've got it, obviously with Macra Boy behind it, there's no Captain Marvel in it or anything, is just to show you the size. Now the standard sort of Twomorrows.com, normally that size, this is more comic book size. Now, 146 pages, even though it does say on Amazon 128 for some weird reason. It's in hardback. Still very nice quality. I really like it. Now, it's slightly different from the usual quality. I don't know why. I just can't put my finger on it. But you can see there. And there's details on the back. Now, there's 5 issues there. Destroy a Duck. Now, apparently there was 7 issues. I don't know. But it says 7 issues, Destroy a Duck, all the way through to 1 and 7. But obviously, Jack Kirby all the way through to issue 5. And you can see 1982, experienced page after page of his original artwork. Now, not all of the pages are pencil. Some are inked by Alfredo Alcala. We've got that. Obviously, when it gets to issue 5, halfway through, something changes. So let's just go through the book itself. I mean, it's really nice quality there. That's... yeah, and Twomorrows.com. Now, you should be able to pick this up also as a digital version. Most of the time, Twomorrows.com always include digital as well as physical. Now, I went for this physical one, but still, it's always great to pick. And I've got quite a few of alter egos, back issues, etc. in that format. And you can see there, Graphite Edition, and you can see all sorts of things in this. So you've got forward, introduction, plot synopsis, and you can see all the way through. And it does go all the way 141. I think it's about 146 pages, panel breakdowns, story pencils, and so on. Lots and lots of material. You've got a colour guide as well, vanilla extracts, and also you've got an unused cover for issue 2. You've got an introduction, and then the thing I really love about this, you've got the script. So this is for issue 1, which is really nice. Always great to include. I wish more books would include scripts. It's one of those things you don't often see. So this one, it does include a script. Really looks nice quality all the way through. And you've got there a letter from Stephen R. Gerber and Destroy a Duck. You've got issue 1 there, the cover, and you've also got the inked cover as well. Now, I didn't buy the issues when they came out. I don't know why, because I bought quite a few of Eclipse comics. For some weird reason, I don't remember. I might have done. Can't remember buying an issue of Destroy a Duck. I mean, it's sort of one that just can pass me by for some weird reason. Anyway, Destroy a Duck, it's got the whole world in its hand. I love that. And memo there. Now, the artwork sometimes is quite faded. Not always. Sometimes you've got quite dark and quite, you can see here, very dark. Typical inventiveness, of course, from Jack Kirby. And then you've got some pages that are quite sparse. I mean, you can see really there. And it's quite faded. Now, it's not consistent. It's definitely, sometimes it's like this bit. This is quite, very sparse and quite faded. But sometimes you go on a page and it's quite dark. So I don't know why they couldn't have got consistency in terms of that, but that's a minor issue. It's still easily to read. You've got there initial version of the splash page, and you've got of course, what actually turned up in the end. And it's brilliant quality, absolutely superb. Again, varies in terms of thing. I don't know why, obviously the way the scan was done, I suppose, but I'm surprised they didn't apply some sort of effects just to sort of darken it up a bit. Obviously, everyone will have their opinion on whether they should, or if they've gone for exactly matching it exactly the original artwork. I guess that's the case. And there's there. What's that? The H.O. Coombe deal must go off as planned, as it says. And you can see again one of the sort of like very dark pages, and then some pages again go back quite light. Now this one is issue 3. It's gone through to issue 3. Destroy a Duck, it's obviously got the details there about what he was expecting. We're looking into Gerber's description and Kirby's interpretation. And then you've got, then, look, I mean, that's quite a detail. I mean, that's quite impressive, that. I love that. Alfredo Alcala, original inker, it says there. Of course, it's all the pencil work, not inked. Then on to issue 4. Again, goes through all the way through there. And Destroy a Duck, issue 4. And also it's got that, which is really nice. The panels giving the layouts, etc. I think that's really quite nice. I always love these sort of things. There's a Pulp Edition book, Ed Brubaker one, that I really love. That's just got that sort of thing which shows lots and lots of details, how everything's planned out, all the panels. So it's really great just to see that sort of thing in here as well. And so sometimes, now the art, of course, at this point, Jack Kirby, it was by issue 4, issue 5, you can certainly see slight changes there. And this is issue 5. You've got here the cover concept and Shatterer of Worlds, and you really can see it there. Just the artwork is definitely not as sharp, as brilliant by issue 5. And then at this point, you can see it changing. Don't say that. That page is absolutely first rate. I mean, that just brilliant. Very strange, isn't it? And let's get to the page where it does change. Maybe that was one of the ones that already inked. That's why. I knew it somewhere. You can just see it there. It's sort of just getting a bit sort of. Then Kirby's pencil photocopies end. Now, I don't know what the reason was. It doesn't actually say. I mean, whether there was other photocopies lost, or did it just not do photocopies at that point, or is it the artwork was too faded, or I don't know. But still, probably says somewhere in the book, I don't know. But here's, you got the original inked pages. And you can really obviously tell the difference between the pencil pages and the inked pages. It's got obviously a lot sharper, and you can see it there. And then you got the afterword at the end. And that is also, it gives this as well, which is really quite. So there was 7 issues. I didn't know. I must admit. I know obviously it's 1 to 5 in this, but it seems to have gone up to issue 7, certainly according to this. So that looks. Is that Frank Miller? It looks like Frank Miller, doesn't it? And then what's obviously they're producing at the moment, Twomorrows.com, Dingbat, Gods. Now that one's really good as well. Worth checking out. The Dingbat, well, actually, they're all pretty good. Stuff Said, very fascinating as well. Charlton Comics one was great. That one I haven't got. Dave Cotton, Reed Crandall, absolutely brilliant. Artists of War, John Severin, again, excellent. So that is Destroy a Duck. Now, I haven't gone into the comic book, actually, the story. I will be reading that over the next couple of weeks. I might do another run through the book at some point, but I love that. Grab it all, own it all, drain it all. That tells the message, doesn't it? Very intense message right along the top. So, Destroy a Duck, really worth checking out. Graphite edition by Jack Kirby and Steve Gerber.